Hey, thanks for stopping by. I want to talk to you about the gasp. Every once in a while, a story does something to us. It might be a moment in a film, or a line in a novel, or a turn in a narrative song, but suddenly, out of nowhere, we gasp. Maybe not loudly. Sometimes it may be just totally inside us where nobody even hears it, but something in us gets caught, gets something done to it. I saw it happen the other day. I was telling my brother the story of Theseus and Ariadne. And I tell that full story in another video, so right now I'll just say as a reminder that Ariadne gives up her whole world. She gives up her family and everything that she's ever known so she can help Theseus. She helps him defeat the Minotaur and then get out of the labyrinth. And they have to run for their lives, and they jump on his ships, and he and his men sail away with Ariadne there on the ship. But they can't make it all the way to his island, so they stop at the island of Naxos. They're just going to sleep overnight and then get up, and he'll take her home with him. But she wakes up, and he's gone. The next morning, he's gone, all the ships are gone, and she has been abandoned there on that island. So I was telling Chris this story, and I don't know if he actually gasped, but he was really struck by this moment in the story. So it got us to talking about what happens when a story hits us this way. And I think there are two things we should do in response to what I'm calling the gasp: respect it and inspect it. Number one, and the order matters. Number one, respect it. Be grateful for the moment that story hits us. I always tell my students that's the way to read, or to watch a movie, or listen to a song, or whatever, to be open to letting it do something to us, to letting it move us in whatever way, towards anger, towards sadness, towards excitement, towards inspiration. And they're all, these moments happen all the time. Remember when you first saw the twist in Fight Club, or Sixth Sense, or that first kiss for Ross and Rachel, that moment, that feeling, whatever that is, whatever it does, where you just love what the story's done and how it's affected you. Love that gasp. Be grateful that you're alive and awake enough to experience it. Respect the gasp. Then only after that comes the second move. Now you inspect it. What brought it about? Sure, the story, especially in the hands of a good storyteller, produced it. But what part of you did it connect with? What part of you resonated with the plot or the characters' experiences to the extent that you gasped, either outside or just within yourself? That's a worthwhile endeavor to explore those questions. Years ago, I showed my boys the first Rocky movie. I don't know how well you remember that movie, but for me, it totally holds up. After the fight with Apollo, Rocky, he's being mobbed, and the entire ring is being just has become chaos, and he doesn't care whether he's won or lost. He just wants to see Adrian. And she's been hiding in the locker room, unable to watch. And then she realizes the fight's over, so she starts trying to fight her way through the crowd. And she's up in the crowd high above him. And all he's doing is scanning the crowd because he wants to see her. And I'm watching with my young sons. And, they're young enough. I'm trying to help narrate and let them see. And I started to say something. I don't know exactly what I was going to say. I was probably going to say something like, he just needs to see her, or something like that. But all I got out was, and I couldn't finish the sentence. I was overcome with emotion in that moment as I was, I guess I was joining with Sylvester Stallone. That's a gasp. Now, when I gasp when Rocky spots Adrian, when Chris gasps because Ariadne was abandoned on that island, the question, what's that showing us about ourselves in that moment? I don't know, is it about a need for connection or the power of a relationship? Inspect it. Now, let me be clear about a couple things before I close. Often, granted, the gasp occurs simply because we're in the hands of a good storyteller. Enjoy that too. And still, it's worth asking what else might be going on inside you. If a parent-child moment makes you gasp, what's that all about? If it has to do with a person's career, they've been fired or they get this big promotion or they've lost their sense of purpose, why does that moment hit you so hard? All I'm saying is it's worth paying attention to the moments that grab us. Those questions can be surprisingly revealing. They tell us not just about the story, but about ourselves and what we care about, or what we're afraid of, or what we're ready for, or what we might be avoiding. Last point, I want to repeat, the order matters. Respect the gasp, then inspect it. Stories are supposed to produce joy in us, or devastation, or excitement, or anger, or grief, or whatever, but don't over-intellectualize and analyze until you've let yourself feel. Let yourself just love a story. That's what it's for. Then you can ask your questions. Then you can inspect the gasp. When we honor the moment before examining it, then the story keeps its power. And then it can give us a clue about where the deeper work might be waiting. I'd love to hear your gasp moments in the comments. What moment from what story really got you? As a kid or more recently, when did you gasp? Let me know in the comments, and if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks, y'all.